Good morning and welcome to the Farm Show on Westplex Talk 1045. It is Saturday, December 6th. I am your host, John Combest. Here's what's on the agenda today. We're going to start with a couple events right here in Missouri. We're going to hear a little bit of testimony from a Missouri congressman about tariffs and trade. We're going to take a look at some of the pre-filed bills in the Missouri legislature that will affect agriculture. And then, time permitting, we're going to talk a little bit about those Missouri Farm Bureau health plans. The Missouri Farm Bureau has a brand new section of their website where you can go, sign up, find out more information. We'll talk about that in A block. In B block, that's for our soybean growers. We're going to hear some fantastic insights from one of the Midwest's top agronomists, things to think about over the winter and as we go into planting season, and even a little bit look back into the 2025 growing season. When we get into C block, talking about looking forward, we're going to talk about weather patterns. I should say more specifically, we're going to hear highlights from Missouri State's climatologist talking about La Nina, La Nada, El Nino, and what it all means for the 2026 growing season. So let's get into it. A few events. Starting tomorrow, that's Sunday, December 7th, the Missouri Farm Bureau annual meeting will be taking place at Margaritaville. You might know it as Tantera back in the day. Elections taking part at the Missouri Farm Bureau annual meeting. Good luck to our friend Barry Bean, who is running for vice president of Missouri Farm Bureau. You can find out more information by going to moefb.org. And as I mentioned, we'll probably have time in this segment, our first segment of the show, to talk about those Missouri Farm Bureau health plans that are on the way. But there's another event, an event coming up next Thursday that's focused on soil. Now, you can find this information yourself by going to extension.missouri.edu. I'll just read through the highlights here. MUExtension hosts free soil health webinar December 11th. That's right, you can do it from the comfort of your own home. University of Missouri Extension will hold a free virtual workshop on understanding your soil needs Thursday, December 11th, 5:30 to 6:30. MUExtension agronomy specialist Rudra Barao will be hosting the workshop. And Rudra says, we will talk about the essential aspects of soil management to help you maximize your farm productivity. Whether you are a farmer, gardener, or landowner, this event will help provide you with practical knowledge and hands-on techniques to enhance soil health and boost crop growth. Topics include soil texture. Understand soil texture and its impact on plant growth and development. Learn practical methods to determine your soil texture. Plant nutrients and roles. Know about key plant nutrients and their functions in plant growth and development. Soil pH and nutrient availability. Understand the effect of soil pH on nutrient availability. Know the optimal pH range for different crops and ways to correct soil pH. Soil sampling techniques. Learn proper soil sampling techniques to obtain a representative soil sample, including sampling depth, timing, and location. And soil test report interpretations. Understand the soil test reports to make informed decisions on lime and fertilizer management. This event is ideal for anyone looking to improve their understanding of soil science and gain practical skills to apply directly in the field. You can register online at extension.missouri.edu, or you can call 573-369-2394. That's 573-369-2394 for more information. And again, that event will be held virtually, online, next Thursday, December 11th, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Go to extension.missouri.edu for more. Okay, we're going to get right into the policy portion of our A block of our first segment today. This past week, a Missouri Congressman, Jason Smith, from just south of us. Jason Smith represents, well, you could think of it as most of southeast Missouri, so the area just south of us. Jason Smith is the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, which is responsible for tax policy. And this week at a committee hearing, Congressman Smith talked about federal laws under Trump. Here's what Chairman Smith had.
I applaud President Trump's leadership that started on day one of his presidency with an executive order designed to stand up for American companies and American workers, which was absolutely lacking in the prior administration. That executive order led to the Trump administration working with Congress to craft retaliatory measures in the One Big Beautiful Bill to protect American companies and workers from attempts to violate American tax sovereignty. I, along with Senate Finance Chairman Mike Crapo, agreed to remove those retaliatory measures from the bill when the G7 publicly stated its intent to move forward with a side-by-side system that respects the U.S. sovereignty. And let me tell you, I intend to see that June announcement through to the finish line. And the time for action is now for those G7 countries. We expect to see the technical work that has been done in these negotiations move forward this week. We have been patient to allow for all negotiating parties to have the space they need to reach agreement, but they must reach agreement soon. As Chairman Crapo and I said in June, and I'll quote what we said in our release, we are committed to restoring Americans' confidence in our representative government by putting America first. Congressional Republicans stand ready to take immediate action if the other parties walk away from this deal or slow walk its implementation. We mean it then, and you betcha, Mr. Chairman, we mean it now.
If you want to hear more about that particular hearing and additional comments from Congressman Jason Smith, you can go to brownfieldagnews.com. That's brownfieldagnews.com. The piece is written by Aaron Anderson. Another way to access it is go to johncombest.com, and you will see it listed in the headlines for Friday. Moving from federal policy to state policy, this is the first week that members of the Missouri State Legislature are able to pre-file bills for the 2026 legislative session. And we did see a few bills filed. In fact, we saw more than a few. According to observers, more bills were pre-filed this December in advance of the legislative session than any other year, at least in recent memory. One of the bills that will be getting probably the most amount of attention as it relates to agriculture bills is the return of a bill to protect the makers of pesticides from certain types of lawsuits. You may recall that State Representative Dane Deal pushed this bill in the Missouri House. I should say he carried the bill in the Missouri House. In terms of pre-filing, this bill has been pre-filed by State Senator Kurtis Gregory of Marshall, Missouri. The bill is Senate Bill 1005. This year you may hear it called Senate Bill 1005, maybe Senate Bill 1005. Let's call it 1005 for now. Kurtis Gregory. And here is the title of the bill. Creates a provision relating to pesticide labeling requirements. That's the short version of it. Here's the current bill summary. Under the Act, any pesticide registered by certain federal agencies or a pesticide label consistent with certain federal pesticide labeling requirements shall satisfy any warning label requirement regarding cancer under any other provision of current law. Nothing in this act shall be construed to grant full immunity from liability to pesticide manufacturers in the state. And then the summary notes that this act is similar to previous bills. We mentioned Dane Deal's bill from last year, and I believe from the previous year as well. So again, this bill is Senate Bill 1005, Senate Bill 1005 by Kurtis Gregory. He is a farmer himself from Marshall, Missouri. Now, that wasn't the only bill pre-filed in the legislature which would affect Missouri agriculture. There were two bills filed that have a summary that reads the same. One of the bills was filed by State Representative Scott Cupps of Shell Knob. The other one is a bill filed by State Representative Mazzie Christensen from Bethany, Missouri. The summary of both reads as follows: suspends the fees collected and remitted to the Missouri Beef Industry Council until the United States Congress passes a law mandating country of origin label for beef. Interesting. Now, both Representative Cupps and Representative Christensen are known for being quite independent. I think it's fair to say that observers of the legislature would say they're not members of the establishment. I think you could call them rock-ribbed Republicans, and I think they take pride in being independent. I'm going to be curious to see what they have to say about these bills going forward and what more they have to say about country of origin labeling for beef. As mentioned earlier, there is some movement, some news as it relates to the Missouri Farm Bureau health plans. This is from MUEfb.org. Missouri Farm Bureau is pleased to announce that its new health plans website, MUEfbhealthplans.com, went live December 1st, 2025, giving members a centralized hub for information on high-quality, affordable coverage options. As Missouri Farm Bureau rolls out this major health initiative, it's offering an alternative for individuals, families, and entrepreneurs who seek health coverage at competitive rates. Missouri Farm Bureau health plans aim to make health care more accessible and cost-effective, particularly for self-employed individuals and rural families who often pay more under the traditional insurance marketplace. Here's what Missouri Farm Bureau President Garrett Hawkins has to say. We're excited to see our new health plans website go live, making it easier than ever for Farm Bureau members to explore coverage options designed with them in mind. The strong interest we're already seeing shows just how valuable these plans are to our members. We're proud to offer solutions that provide real peace of mind and help strengthen rural communities across our state. Missouri Farm Bureau health plans will offer a range of services, including office visits, hospitalization, preventative care, emergency room services, maternity coverage, and behavioral health, including mental health and substance abuse care. Plans will be built around a nationwide PPO network, United Healthcare Choice Plus, to provide members access to many doctors and hospitals across Missouri. Plans will feature several options with different deductible, copay, and out-of-pocket maximum levels to suit members' needs. Missouri Farm Bureau expects to deliver substantial cost savings to members. These plans are medically underwritten and individually rated, offering significant savings to members, sometimes 30% to 50% less than unsubsidized marketplace plans. This kind of affordability could be a game changer for members who are struggling with health coverage costs and will allow members to seek high-quality care from medical providers. To enroll in the Missouri Farm Bureau health plans, individuals must maintain an active Missouri Farm Bureau membership. Founded in 1915, Missouri Farm Bureau is the state's largest agricultural organization with more than 157,000 members. Joining Missouri Farm Bureau costs only $30, making membership and health coverage accessible to a wide audience, along with a variety of other benefits. To learn more about the many benefits that come with being a member, click on the Missouri Farm Bureau website. You must be a member for at least 30 days to be eligible for coverage. There's a new website that's a central resource. MOFBhealthplans.com, launched December 1st, is the go-to destination for number 1, exploring plan options and benefits. Number 2, reviewing eligibility criteria. Number 3, accessing tools to quote and apply. Number 4, learning via frequently asked questions. And number 5, receiving regular updates and news. As Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans prepares for its inaugural enrollment period beginning January 1st, 2026, the website will serve as the primary source of information. While quoting also opens January 1st, interested members are encouraged to reach out to their local Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent now to prepare for the enrollment process. And there's been strong early interest. Responses to the launch has already been promising. Many members have signed up to receive updates, signaling robust demand for a more affordable health coverage alternative. This enthusiasm speaks to a critical need in Missouri communities. The Missouri Farm Bureau's Director of Health Plans, Beth Bowles, says, "We're thrilled to take this important step forward." The website, along with their local Farm Bureau agents, gives members the tools they need to make informed decisions about their health care. And early interest confirms just how valuable these plans can be for families across our state. Best of all, access is broad. Anyone can become a member for just $30. Again, coverage applications open January 1st, 2026. The first effective date of coverage is February 1st, 2026. Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans will offer a variety of products available for enrollment year-round, and individuals can request a quote at any time. Prospective enrollees should schedule a meeting with their local Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent who can guide them through plan options and help with the application once enrollment begins. Again, health plans are only available to Missouri Farm Bureau members. If you're a Missourian and are interested in becoming a member, visit MOFBhealthplans.com to learn more and to sign up today. That's all the time we have for A Block, our first segment today. When we come back, we are going to hear from a legendary agronomist right across the river from us and hear what he has to say about soybean performance in 2025 and what you should be thinking about this winter to get ready for next year. You're listening to The Farm Show on Westplex Talk 104.5. We'll be right back.